What is good, y'all? It is your boy Thatkiddd back again with another video. And today we're gonna be talking about basically how I got rid of my depression. So let's just go into like how we came up with this topic. Not only because we are 9 videos behind, so we're gonna be doing a couple story times. But I'm writing this book. I'm writing a couple books actually. I'm writing like 3 books, but this particular book, I'm writing this book, it's a poetry book. So there's a lot of poems in there. And back in 10th grade, I wrote this poem called Deep Dive. And so like I said, I'm writing this book, and I'm putting my poems all into one book. You know, it's going to add on to stuff. So as I was like typing what I was reading, it brought me back, and it reminded me of the time where I was like really down bad. And the reason why I say really down bad is because I remember I was down bad, but as I was reading this, I was like, dang, I was actually really down bad, because this was for a class project, and this had nothing to do with class, period. Like, as I was reading it, there's cuss words in here, inappropriate language, all that. And I remember what we had to do was we had to like so the class project was basically, it was like find anything and like see how it helps people, basically. So I was like saying, okay, music helps me, so let me like write down some, because poetry is music, right? So I was like, let me write down some poems and see if this helps people. Like, no, I said see if people relate to this, and you know, they related to this. Because at the time, like I said, I mean, I was very depressed. So let's go to a little backstory first. So basically, it all started when I was in 9th grade. In 9th grade, I got this girlfriend, right? I got this girlfriend, and I thought I was, that dude, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was that kid. And stuff happens, I mess up, I ruin the relationship, and I move. And she moved on. You see what I did there? I physically moved. She emotionally moved on. So when I physically moved and she emotionally moved on, I was left in distraught, honestly. Like, I was so lost and out of place, because I felt like nothing else in the world mattered. All that mattered was me and her. But as of now, as of 4 years later, I can admit that I completely ruined that relationship. Like, everything I did, I ruined the relationship. So I was going through the phases, greed, depression, grief, depression, all that, sadness, all that, blaming, all that. This was 10th grade when I moved and she moved on. So we're in 10th grade. We were still in contact because I wanted to still be friends. At the time, I wanted to be friends so that we could get back together, but she wanted to be actual friends. Later on, like now, we are friends, and that's strictly what it is, just friends. But I had hidden intentions at the time. So during that time, I would still be like throwing it out. I would be throwing shade at her, be like, yeah, imagine like breaking up with somebody who was like basically there for you, all this and that and that. And like I'll be throwing shade or whatever. But it was like a little petty thing, because like we both did it, but I did it more. So it got to the point where she completely cut me off. She was like, I don't even want to be your friend anymore, because she started dating other people, and I'm thinking we was gonna get back together, because I'm telling everybody, I'm like, they'd be like, oh, you're single? And I'm like, no, I have a girlfriend. She lives kind of far. It's a distant relationship. Whole time, she already moved on. She was dating other people. But I was saying, I knew she was dating other people, and I was like, maybe that relationship's not gonna work out. She's gonna come back. So I'm just gonna keep telling people that I'm in a relationship. Sooner or later, she cuts me off entirely. So when she cuts me off entirely, I'm just there. It became very lonely at nighttime. I had nobody to call. I had a friend, but at the time he went to like this military camp called Challenge, and I was like, I really, and this is when I first moved to a new school, so I had no friends at this new school, and my only friend that I had that was like, or I had a couple friends actually at my old school, but most of them had PlayStation. The two friends that I did have were that had Xbox. One like left his Xbox at home while he went to Challenge. The other one was very focused on school. Right now he's in college because he wanted to go to college. So I was very alone and by myself. And I got into this drinking lean phase and like experimenting, not drugs wise, experimenting like other ways. Like I would try to find things, new ways or something. Try to keep myself distracted. But in the daytime, that worked out perfectly fine. I could stay distracted for hours. But when that joint hit nighttime, boy, I'm telling you, it was so hard. I was so sad. I attempted suicide 7 times. They're not successful because I'm still here, so I'm here to tell the story. And I went to school. And like I was very alone, the friends that I made like throughout the year, I started to like distance myself from them because it's like, bro, y'all can ask me how are you, and then I tell you how I am. What you gonna do about it though? You gonna save me? You gonna be my Superman? You gonna help me out? No, you're just gonna be like, I hope you get better. But guess what, bucko? That doesn't help me get better. You can hope all you want. It's not helping me get better. So there's no point in me telling you that I'm doing bad. So when people will ask me, how are you? Like, I'm fine. Khalil, why you distance yourself? I'm just cooling. But the whole time I was sad and I was alone by myself. And I used to blame everybody else for my own problems. I'm like, I'm sad because of this. I'm not getting no work because she left me, or I'm not getting no work because she left me. And then I had this click in my head. I'm like, I'm sitting here one day. It was nighttime. I was sitting here. It was like 6 a.m. I get on the bus at 6:30. I didn't go to sleep all night. And this is back when I was grinding Xenoverse. So I'm playing the game, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, I could sit here all day long and be sad, or I can be sad and make money. So let me go get a job. I go get a job. I get this job at Boston Market. Woo! Worst job I ever got. But at the time, I liked the job because I was interacting with people. I like interacting with people, new people. I see new people every day. Sometimes I see the same people, they all do the same thing. It's the usual, What's up, homie? And human interaction really really like helped me get out of that depressing state. Just a little bit, not a lot of it. Because I only worked there till like the daytime till 9:30. So at 10 o'clock when I be coming home and I get on the game, ain't nobody on, guess what? Still depressed. Then I started looking up like this Buddhist stuff and ways to find inner peace. I started meditating. I started working out a lot, bro. Like, I know you see me now. I'm not built, nothing. But when I tell you at the time, I have a mirror over here. I can't really flip my camera because then I have to prop it back up. But I have a mirror over here, and it tells you, like, my daily workout. Look, I'm about to read it to you. We got 250 push-ups, 250 squats, 250 set of weights, 250 sit-ups, 250 set of singular weights, 250 toe rises, 250, what does that say? Let me get closer, I can't really see that. 250 shots, 250 jumping jacks. And that was just for the morning time. Then I had to do it again at nighttime. You feel me? So that was when I was trying to, distract myself. So I would work out. I went to the Boys and Girls Club. I played basketball a lot. And yeah, I distracted myself. And then it came to that time where all this happens, but what I can never get like fixed is what happens at nighttime. Throughout the day, work, cool. Basketball, cool. Workout, cool. But then once it hits nighttime, that depression is like, I've been waiting for this. I've been sleeping all day. You was pinning me on the wall. You put a pin in it. You said, let's just hold this here. Look, I'm here now. What's good? What's good with it? Run it up. Then I started meditating. I started writing more poems. I got into YouTube. I got into trying to, like, I don't know, better myself. You feel me? And human interaction really did help with that, one. But once I realized that I was depressed, now sadness and depression are two different things, right? Depression, I don't want to be this person I am anymore. Sadness, I'm sad all day long. Depression, I hate who I am. I'm not even gonna lie, even to this day, I'm not saying that I am 100% cleared from depression, but I'm way happier than I used to be. So, and if it helped me, I would love to help anybody else. So now that we got the backstory, or what I tried to do, or the backstory of what happened, because there's more to it, of course. I was just trying to, like, you know, brief it as much as possible. So basically what I did was, like I said, number one, you know, instead of being sad, go make money. You feel me? I think it was Instagram, but my friend once told me, chase a bag. That's it. I think I was sad, and they pulled me over to the side. I was listening to some X in the hallway, and they tapped me on the shoulder. I'm like, huh? They said something, chase a bag. And that clicked. I took that as, bro, you sitting here being sad all day. Go get some money. What you doing? This world's gonna keep moving. You're gonna sit here, and this world gonna keep moving. You're gonna sit here and making no money. But if you moving with the world and making money, and you could be sad, but at least you making money though. You feel me? So number one, get a job. Get a hobby. You feel me? Do something that you will enjoy. Now, I'm not saying get a job and be bored. Do something that is enjoyable. The reason why I went to go to Boston Market is because, like I said, I like to interact with people. I like human interaction. So do something that you will enjoy. You feel me? Did I mention I got surgery too? Yeah, see, so like, it really did go downhill for me, because I started playing basketball, right? This is what I was talking about. I started playing basketball, workout, boom, had to get surgery. Can't do either one of those anymore. And I was already sad. Now it's like, man, what am I gonna do now? I was really, like, in the slump. Anyways, get a bag, hobby. This goes with one. Chase a bag, get a hobby. Because, you know, not all hobbies give you money, but something to do. You know, work out, play video games, make friends, Yubo, Snapchat, Instagram, play a sport, draw, cook, clean, hobbies, you feel me? Now, if y'all see my setup, I was working to make all this possible. Like, when y'all see my room tour, I was working to make all this possible. Because I'm thinking to myself, all right, depression, you're gonna have to subside, you feel me? You're gonna have to wait. I need to have something. So I got that, all this, just so I could feel something. Newsflash, buddy, all this stuff, it felt good when I bought it, but after a while, it's like it didn't cure my depression. My depression was like, all right, now that you bought all that stuff, I'm here, what you gonna do with me now? You feel me? So it's like, even though I bought all this stuff, it didn't really fix anything. It just made it last a little longer, you know. I had to put it to the side, put my depression on hold. But anyways, chase a bag, hobbies, right? 1, 2, identify the problem. I went to therapy, and my therapist told me to be assertive. But I went to therapy for anger issues, so this is a different story. She told me to be assertive, right? So talk about your problems. Don't run away from it. I used to always run away and walk to cool down. But when you talk about I'm not saying stay there in a heated situation. You know, y'all can walk away, cool off, and come back and talk about it. But talking about it helps. Now, I'm not saying this has nothing. We're not talking about anger here. We're talking about depression. So y'all might. I didn't have any friends to talk to. So you know who I talked to? Like I said, that mirror that I wrote on, I talked to that mirror too. I talked to that mirror, and you know who was in that mirror? Me, my reflection. I would talk to myself, because in this world, no matter how many friends you got, no matter how many parents you got, family members you got, nobody in this world knows you better than you and God. So I used to pray every night, or I still do. I pray before I eat, I pray when I wake up, I pray when I go to sleep, feel me? I talk to God and I talk to myself, because your friends ain't gonna help you. I mean, they can help you get rid of depression, but they can't make you get rid of it, you feel me? They're not gonna be like, all right, your depression's gone, you're done, you're finished. Oh, thank you. Shoot, if it was that easy, let me know. You gotta help yourself. God can help you, give yourself to God. But if you're not religious, hey man, that's I'm not saying that's on you, but that's on you. You feel me? Like I put my faith into God. I'm like, all right, like I was already a believer of God, but when those time came, I was like, all right, whatever happens, everything's in your hands, God. We're on your playing field. And I really got into that when I attempted suicide 7 times, and I managed to still live. 2 of those attempts were drinking bleach, which on the label it says that it will kill you, but hello, I'm still alive. So due to my failed attempts, I'm like, hey yo, God, I know you're really looking out for me, and apparently I got like something bigger to do, because you're not letting me die. So hey, just help me with that. And from there, I've been always putting everything into God. I'm like, hey, if it's meant to be, God gonna show me. You feel me? So I don't really know which step we was on or what we were talking about. I might get off topic. I did talk a lot. That's my apologies. But oh yeah, identify the problem, and talk about the problem. So you can talk to yourself, obviously, God, inanimate objects, a teddy bear, your pillow. Talk about it. It's okay to cry. I want y'all to know that. I used to walk on the streets and I would skip school and I would be so sad and mad, but I could not cry because, I'm a man, man don't cry. It's okay to cry, let it out. You let that stuff bottle in, you're going to get angry and it's all going to let out and you're just going to look bad, man. I tried to jump in front of this car one time in the middle of I'm diff. I tried to jump in front of this car one time and the lady told me to get in the car. Man, I didn't care if she kidnapped me, killed me. I was depressed, so I was like, what can I lose? You feel me? And she came and she's like, why would you jump in front of my car? I'm like, because I wanted you to hit me, obviously. Why else would I jump in front of your car? Because I saw a deer, I'm chasing after a deer? No, I wanted you to hit me. She's like, why? I'm like, because I don't want to live anymore. And she could tell, that I had all these emotions bottled up. And she just hugged me. She was like, it's okay to cry. And it's like, it is okay to cry, because you gotta let it out. That's a part of the healing process, you feel me? You can't get better without healing, you feel me? Like, everybody wants to get to the rainbow. You can't go through this, you can't walk around the storm to get to the rainbow. You gotta go through the storm. You gotta go through the hard times to get to the good times. You gotta go through the bad times so you know what good times are. Because if you always have good times, you would never know what bad times are. So when you have a bad time, you wouldn't know what to do when you're in that bad time, because you never experienced this before. So you got to go through that rainstorm to get to the rainbow, you feel me? Identify the problem. I was the problem, okay? long story short, I was the problem. A lot of things I did, I was an F-boy, you know. A lot of people don't know what that is. I would talk to multiple girls, I was an F-boy. I'm not an F-boy to this day. I'm very committed to my relationship. But back then I was an F-boy. And I identified the problem. Now what I did after that was I fixed the problem, you feel me? It took a few years, but I fixed it. I don't like do that type of stuff anymore. But identify the problem and then talk about it. Now once you talk about it, come up with a solution. Self-worth and self-love is very important. You cannot love somebody else before you love yourself. Before you try to, now that's why I said I was an F-boy, because I would try to get into, I would just get with multiple girls and I'm just like, fix me, everybody fix me, you know? No, it doesn't work like that. So all these girls I got with, some cheated on me, I cheated on all of them, and it just didn't work out. And it was like, why is this not working? I tried to fill the hole, because she left, and that created a hole, and I tried to fill the hole with other women, didn't work out. And I'm like, why is this not working? Because you cannot fill the hole trying to replace what you had. You have to fill that hole in with self-love, with confidence and self-esteem. Because all of that from me was low when I was down bad. You gotta increase your confidence. You gotta have good self-esteem. You gotta love yourself, man. I'm telling you, when I told you I didn't love myself, bruh, I literally had this girl that was cheating on me, and I knew about it, and I didn't care, because I'm like, as long as you know, come back to me and talk to me. Like, no, bro, you gotta love yourself. If you don't love yourself enough, you can't get in a relationship to love somebody else. Like, what are you talking about? What are you saying to me right now? Like, what are you talking about? So self-love is very important. Don't do drugs. Okay? Now, people be like, it helps the pain go away. Yeah, I thought so too. Now I have liver problems. So I'm here to tell you first, drugs do not make the pain go away. It may put the pain on hold, but long term, it's going to get worse. Now, I'm not just saying this like I'm an old person. No, I have liver problems. It is going to get worse. Drugs do not help. Period. Okay? You identified the problem. Now, people are like, how do you love yourself? How do you learn to love yourself is every day. So every day, I looked in that mirror and I gave myself a compliment. I gave myself a compliment in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. And it created this confidence that I had. I basically recreated my confidence. And that helped a lot. Because like I said, self-love, boom. Confidence, boom. That's already 2 down. What's left? Self-esteem. Self-esteem, you put yourself out there. Oh, this is later on, but you know, once you get that self-love and that confidence together, then you'll have this aura around you, like you're glowing. People want to be around that. People don't want to be around this dark, gloomy aura where you're all sad and depressed. No one wants to be around that. People want to be around where you're glowing, where people can like be happy with you. You feel me? So once you self-love, high self-esteem, people are gonna want to be around you, and then boom. Or what did I say? Confidence. So self-esteem. Either way, boom. People want to be around you. Now look at that spider web. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. You just created your friend group right there. Because people want to be around people that want to be happy. You know, you want to be sad all the time. Be honest. Be honest. Would you want to sit around with somebody who's always like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh, I hate myself, oh, I hate life, You want to be around that? No, because it's not good, you know? It just doesn't feel good. But you don't want to be around somebody who's, like, so perky and stuff either, you feel me? But, like, you don't want to be around somebody who's all gloomy 24/7, you feel me? Like, I'm not saying it's bad to be sad. It's okay to be sad, but 24/7? Bro, come on now. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? So we got find a hobby, self-love, confidence, self-esteem, chase a bag, identify the problem, meditate. That goes in with self-love. What I learned was that your body is very important. You got to take care of your body. The same way sneakerheads take care of their shoes, you got to take care of your body. I started thinking my limbs, and this happened mostly after surgery, because I was unable to walk. So I was like, dang, it's like when people have vision and they're just ungrateful, and then they lose their vision, and they're so grateful for when they had vision, they wish they could have it back. So I started to become very grateful that I have limbs, because some people, they don't have limbs, like, no disrespect. Some people don't have hands, some people don't have arms. So it's like, you have to be grateful for these things. You have to be grateful you are alive. There are people out there who literally wish they could have what you have. I know people be saying that all the time, and you're just like, yeah, so what? Let them have it. Bro, there are people out here who cannot play video games because they don't have thumbs. I mean, so they figure out ways, numb their what's the name and stuff. But there are people out here who literally don't have hands, who don't have feet, who can't walk, who can't see. You have vision, who can't hear. People cannot hear. People cannot smell. You know how good some chicken smells? I mean, me personally, I don't really like chicken, but I know y'all be liking chicken. So, you know what I'm saying? You know how good chicken smells? Like, bro, you have to be grateful. You have to be grateful that you are alive, that you woke up. I have this wall of pictures of people that I've met in my life, right? And this wall, I call this the wall. What was it? See, like, I already forgot. I think it was called the wall of reasoning or something like that. But basically, everybody on this wall, I put them up on this wall because these people on this wall, they expect me to be up. You know, they expect me to be alive. So it would be unfair to them that I, in my life, which is very selfish, but we're not even going to get into that, because we're sitting here talking about. And so far, some of the points I made are valid. You can't even caps. The points I made are valid. So I even explained how to do it. So it's like, come on now. Come on now. And if those don't help you, read. You feel me? Read books. I'm not even going to lie. I have a lot of books. Do I read them though? That's not important. But read books. Anyways, read. Try new things. That is a very good one. Now, this is for more of hobbies. This goes back into hobbies. When you do the same boring old thing, it gets boring fast, right? You feel me? It gets boring. But when you try new things, it sparks an interest. So it's like, you wouldn't know you would like it unless you try it. So you got to try it first. This is only for certain topics, you know. Not really getting much into other stuff, but try new things. Yeah, you know. And during all this time, you should, like I said, when you're confident, you help yourself and you create a more positive environment for you and the people around you. So yeah, for real. You know, I wouldn't recommend therapy, but therapy is a good, it's a good way to talk about your problems, for real. So you can try that, you know. It doesn't work for everybody. I personally like therapy because, you know, I didn't have people to talk to, so it was really nice talking to somebody. Have goals, you feel me? Listen to music. I'm just reading stuff at this point, because I'm just trying to like see if like I'm missing anything. Because what I said, you know, it works out, but you know, it may not work for everybody. So I'm gonna try to point out things that could possibly work out for everybody. Yeah, I already said exercise. Try to get enough sleep. You know, that's kind of hard. Even to this day, that's still kind of hard for me. So when I was depressed, I really didn't want to eat a lot. And I'm not gonna say, you know, to help you get out of it, eat a lot, because, you know, then, or actually, let me take that back. When I was depressed, I did eat a lot, but I also worked out a lot. And I ate a lot because I was stress eating. I think that's what it's called. And when I was eating a lot, I also worked out a lot, which I said this. But I felt like I was just getting fat. Now, I can show y'all a picture, but I actually don't have the picture. But I was not fat. It was really crazy. I need something too. Yeah, like these are basically just this link I clicked on from Healthline basically just states everything I already said. I just put it into a more personal form. See, I don't really know all this. They're talking about medicine, therapy. That's when I started talking about therapy. But yeah, chase a bag, find a hobby, identify the problem, then talk about the problem. Work out. Create self-confidence by loving yourself, which will overall give you a higher self-esteem, which will attract people to your aura basically and allow you to have friends in a way. So now you got money, self-love, and friends. And within those friends, you might even find, you know, you a shawty, you know what I'm saying? Or you a dude. No, we don't judge around here. So you might find you a shawty or a dude. And that self-love in a relationship, y'all working together, you feel me? Y'all both love yourself. Y'all make the relationship better. Y'all are individually great, but together y'all make each other better. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes a relationship. It's not Bob the Builder over here working on her. Now she's good, but you didn't just put all your work into her. Now you're bad, and she's up and gone. And or she works on you. Now she's stressed. Now y'all both got to be good, right? Y'all both good. Come together. You're great. You feel me? That's a relationship right there. And I'm not even gonna hold you. All those things I said, they did help me. But what really helped me the most is when I identified the problem. I was an F-boy. Then I learned how to fix that, stop being an F-boy. Now I'm in a relationship, which I am very committed in, and I am very happy in, because I'm not messing this one up. You feel me? I am not messing this one up. And having someone to talk to, like I said, I mean, talking to myself, it still works out to this day. I still do it. I'm not even gonna front to you, because it's like old habits. You feel me? You just can't get rid of them. You can't get rid of them. It's like learning how to ride a bike. You just don't forget. And to this day, I still do these things. I still talk to myself. I give myself a compliment. Shoot, the other day I made French toast, and that joint tastes so good. I texted my whole family. I'm like, I made French toast. I'm so good. I'm probably one of the best cooks in this group chat right now. You feel me? Like, you know, it's all about that self-confidence. And I was very confident. That French toast was really good. And yeah, you know, I feel like I could go into more depth, but I don't want to take up all of y'all time. But I really do hope this helped, if y'all stayed this long, for real, because we did get to a point where I was just trying to point out some stuff that if you were to go online and look up, point out some things that you could probably do that way. But I think I pretty much pointed it out, you know. Once you get the self-love part, honestly, you don't really need a relationship. You're already making money. Now you got self-love, and then if you know your self-worth, you know, that's a whole different story. You know your self-worth. You work in a job that ain't paying you a lot. I'm not saying quit, but there are jobs out there that will pay you more. Now, and this is off topic, but for people that are trying to get into a career, now you see the difference. See, I didn't say trying to get into a job. If you're trying to get into a career, you got to do what you got to do. You feel me? Now, this is a whole different situation, but if you're trying to get into a career, some career choices require college. I personally do not want to go to college, but some career choices require college. So you got to do what you got to do, right? I was depressed. I was not getting no work done, which means I had bad grades. If you are sad, right, but you are trying to be a doctor, you need those good grades, my friend. Like, I know you're sad, but I'm gonna need you to work on that. You feel me? You need to work on that homework that you're not doing right now, because then you still gotta go to college so that you can become a doctor. Now, there are some jobs out there that that require no college, so that's why I'm not saying, you know, it's like, this is not for everybody. Well, for those people that are like, their career choice requires college, it's okay to be sad. Do not get me wrong, but do not let that do not mix your personal life with your work life. Your work life is school at the moment, but your personal life, you gotta balance it. You feel me? Because if you let that personal life seek over to your work life, you gonna start going down. It's not gonna work out, and this personal life is gonna start falling over. It's not even like this is going higher. Yeah, this is a scale where this is going higher. No, this is coming down with you. You feel me? This is going in deep dive. But I really hope that did help. Like I said, if your career choice, whatever your career choice is, work towards it. Now, the reason why I say that is because that also helped me. I wanted to do these things, so I distracted myself with setting myself up so I can get into my career path. Right now, I'm currently taking a break because I wasn't a big fan of school, so I was ready to get out. And when I got out, I was not planning to go right back in, and I stand by that. You feel me? But your career path, know what you want to do, and start working on that. That will also help you. That will distract you from it. And when you get everything in order and you still feel sad, hey, there's those other things also mentioned, you know. Don't stress eat. Don't do drugs. And, music. Music does help. Not gonna lie. I did listen to a lot of sad music, which, when you really think about it after the fact, sad music will keep you sad, but it's also very relatable. But even though it's relatable, it's gonna keep you in that sad mood. But listening to joyful music while you're sad doesn't really help. In fact, it doesn't even feel like it's doing anything. In fact, you feel like you really want to turn it off. So I would say, like, listen to, like, this is how my sad playlist is. It has sad music at the top, but it starts to get into, like, hype music so that I can get out of that sad way. So, like, you can listen to sad music, but, like, start going, like, as you're, like, 5, 6, 7, 10 songs, start going to, like, some happier music, like mid music, then happy music, so that you can get out of that state and, you know, get ready for the day. You feel me? Wake up earlier. Don't wake up too late, because now you're sleeping all day. You already depressed. Now you're tired, depressed and tired. Like, pick a disability. You feel me? You can't have both. So wake up early, start your day early, eat some good breakfast, some breakfast. You feel me? I really hope this is helping, because I'm not saying I'm not doing a great job at this, but it's actually very hard to explain. A lot of people, when they explain, they have it written down, and I was gonna have it written down, but this is something, like, I'm the type of person to say something and I'm gonna do it, because if I don't do it, I'm going to forget. I'm literally gonna forget. So I really do hope this helps you, for real, for real. And I'm not really, let's see, this one might help right here. Let's see here. Make friends, eat, sleep, no drugs, clean. Hey, if that helps you, that helps you. But what I said should help. Even if it doesn't help a lot, it should help a little bit. And by a little bit, I'm talking about a smooth at least 30%. Because I gave y'all some good information. You can't even cap. So I really do hope that helps. For real.